Checking out the church at Ohialanimoka. Here's the view. It's not the church yet. And here's where we are so far. Been rained out 2 days in a row, so we've had 2 half days, which is really bad because, I mean, a half day is almost like a no day. Because, I mean, it takes so long to get set up and going. By the time we get going, we rained out and we barely got anything done. They did move up about 2 feet on this wall and got the next frame up part set for the next section. So that's good. Already starting to get some of the bigger rocks down here for the bottom. So we have the really great, beautiful rock here. Might not look like that much on camera, but it has like olivine in it. So you see these little tiny crystals, that's olivine. And they're all through all this lava rock all over. So that's kind of what makes it look pretty. And once we get it all up in a wall, you'll be able to see better all the different colors and everything. So that's great. Oh, I see what they were doing yesterday. This is what G-Town was talking about, baby. They're reinforcing this part of the wall. They go behind with the rock and stack the large rock. So you see how this was free? It was free before. This was empty. This is kind of a gully right here in between the two. And now they filled it up with the rocks to make it nice and solid. And then we'll make it flat across the top. Cap it with concrete. Build a nice huge pavilion over top, and we have a church. Well, we have a building of sorts. And then whatever people want to use it for, it can be used for. Most likely a church. But we actually, we call it a church here, but it's really more like a community center. The Marshallese, the Micronesians, Ponepes, Koshayans, Intuaks, all the people, Pacific Islanders, they just call it a church because that's mainly the buildings they've had on their islands have been a church, but they use them for everything. And here's the view. And so I'm standing, where I'm standing, this view you can see, my feet will be at the level that I'm taking the photo now. So we will be up much higher. And you can see South Point is down there. That's the southernmost tip of Big Island, and Green Sands Beach behind it. And so that's the southernmost tip of America. So kind of cool. A little bit more of the view for you, and you can hear all the birds and such. I don't know if you can hear the doves. There's tons of dove here. And we have a guy for the past 10 years has been breeding pheasants in the area and letting them loose because he wants tons of wild pheasants. So in the past year or so, it's kind of taken off, and we have tons of wild pheasants in the area. Well, I guess we have locally bred wild pheasants. I don't know if that counts since they were bred and then let loose for wild, but they're out there, they're breeding, they're crazy. There's a ton of them in my backyard, as a matter of fact. Here's one of the really purple ones I wanted to show you. It's really cool color. Let's see if we can get in on it. The colors are hard to come through in the camera, but whenever it's in a wall and we wash it, and all that olivine right there is sparkling. See those big crystals everywhere? So those crystals right there are just abundant on this specific area. And like I said, it's called olivine. valuable in industrial uses and such. I wouldn't look into it. It's not, they don't really make rings or very much out of it. They can, it's just very abundant. But they do use it for industrial uses. You know, things like, it's an abrasive, so things like drilling. We have tons of olivine. I don't think we're going to come to Hawaii and mine it so that we can drill a hole in Texas. Probably not. But we have it. It's the first wall, and then right behind it, it's getting reinforced. Come up to this section. So you see we have stairs right here. You know, it'll be like pretty much one or two steps. You'll step up onto the flat concrete, which will be here. Then you'll walk out across, and you see how high it is on that side, and that's with the view. Okay.